In this short video, I'm going to show you an exam technique that might help you answer longer written answer questions for GCSE or IGCSE physics questions. I'm going to use an example from an Edexcel IGCSE paper from last summer. And here's the question. It asks you to describe an experiment to measure the speed of sound in air, and there are 5 marks available. When you get a question like this, I would start with a blank piece of paper, some rough paper, to work out what you're going to do first. So make a plan before you begin. And I think it's always important to draw a diagram before you start to write, because it'll help you remember the process and it'll help you to think through the things that you would have done. So in this case, this is one method that we're going to choose to do. Make a loud sound, perhaps using a starting pistol or some cymbals to clash together. Have the people a long distance away, and some method of timing them. Now you're going to need to think up any equations you're going to need to answer the question. In this case, speed equals distance over time is going to be important to calculate the speed. I would plan out the experiment in bullet point form. So I'd describe the points that you're going to do and write them down in rough. So I'd stand a large distance away from someone with a starting pistol, fire the starting pistol, start the stopwatch when the smoke is visible, stop the stopwatch when the sound is heard, and then calculate the speed of sound using the equation speed equals distance over time. Later I might think that taking repeat readings would be a good idea, and then I'd find an average of the time and then that might help me improve accuracy. If I thought of this after having designed the method, I could then insert this at the right place in the method before I copied it out onto the exam paper. So once you've planned out your method in rough, I then copy it onto the exam paper, taking care to put the points into the correct order. There are a number of alternative methods that would be suitable. I've just picked one of them. You might get marks for identifying the variables that you're going to vary and the ones that you're going to control or keep the same. You might also get marks for writing neat and accurately, but writing in bullet point form is probably the best way to do that at GCSE, and there are no mark penalties for doing that. So in summary, make sure you read the question carefully and highlight any key points or data. Make a plan in rough first and use bullet points. Make as many points as possible and then think carefully afterwards about the order that those points need to go in. Draw diagrams or sketches. It'll really help you to clarify exactly what it is you need to do, and it can also earn marks if you draw some of those diagrams in your exam paper. I would write in bullet point form to help keep your sentences short and to the point. And be specific where necessary. In this question you needed to specify a suitable distance to get the marks. So don't just say I would measure something, say exactly what it is you would measure. Hope that helps.